So we're hearing a lot about these apocalyptic models coming out of Anthropic, the great Mythos, and ChatGPT has its like 5.5 cyber variant as well.
Anthropic's own AI model called Mythos.
AI technology is too powerful to be released to the public.
Is this going to be the end of the world? Is there no way that we're going to be able to protect ourselves? It's not actually the case, but I appreciate there's a lot of hype at the moment. I'm just going to run you through in a couple of minutes what you need to be thinking about these new Uber models that are now slowly working their way out into the market. So I've recently just come back from an event where I was interviewed by GTIA talking about the power of Mythos and these other variants coming out to the market. And someone come up to me that was in the background and said, look, you've really reduced my anxiety on the subject. So I thought it would probably be good fodder just to put a video forward and run you through that. So first things first, is this hype? Yes, there is a lot of hype here. Both Dario and Sam Altman are embattled in a lot of showmanship type games where one's trying to outdo each other, and it's very Elon Musk, and they like to sort of overplay the hand slightly. However, what this is, if you can just think of it as probably the most advanced AI technology that we have on the planet, but with a lot less guardrails and being able to run in an unlimited fashion, not just trying to exploit whatever it wants to, being able to take the telemetry that comes back from its exploitation attempts and then running that back through the models and then going again and again and again. So what that's really doing now is finding a lot of 0 days, a lot of issues with a lot of people's software that they never really knew existed in the first place. So effectively, this is only meant to be for the big organizations at the moment, but we need to be aware of that 6 months later, the bad guys are going to have access to this type of technology in DeepSeek models with no guardrails whatsoever. So there is an element of time that we're all up against here. So I appreciate up until now, it kind of looks and sounds and feels a little bit apocalyptic. The actual truth is that we already have a way of protecting ourselves. And what we're going to see is a tsunami of CVEs, a tsunami of vulnerabilities, where all of the world's software vendors are going to be running this technology across all of their own tech, and they're going to be patching lots of stuff that they never really knew existed. So what we're hoping is that that all happens before the bad guys get in the game, and we're starting to see that play out now effectively. So I think what we're looking at is that humanity on a global scale is already going through a sort of monumental sort of industrial scale cleanup exercise for all of the vulnerabilities. Now, hopefully we will get ahead of that before the bad guys are being able to sort of unleash the same technology. But so far, so good as the way that I understand it. So what we're going to be left with? So effectively, yes, when everything's patched to the nines, we are still going to be left with a lot of sort of advanced AI technology that can crawl around all of our applications, all of our web presences, and be causing havoc. And it is an area of concern for us all, but humanity already has a solution to this. So we already have Siemens SOC. So yes, AI is wonderful, but it's not magic. It can't be doing all this undetected. It's going to be pulling data from APIs. It's going to be enumerating accounts. It's going to be trying lots of different stuff. And that's what Siemens SOC's for. So Siemens SOC will detect these patterns effectively and then allows you to shut them down. So it kind of does mean that we've all got to grow up and have a bit more of a 24/7 kind of approach to things. But the joy being is, Siemens SOC has got a lot cheaper. Over the last 5 years, you've seen that price come down and down and down, and there's lots more vendors in the market that can provide sort of enterprise-grade Siemens SOC services for not really a lot of money when you look at it on a grand scale. From my perspective, the only real complication is how are you protecting your own applications that you've built yourself. So Siemens SOC is very well established for desktops and servers. So in your own line of business applications and your own systems, and we're all vibe coding a lot more these days, it takes a little bit more effort to get the type of pattern recognitions into those applications, but it's not impossible, and I dare say ChatGPT can help you. If you're interested in any of this, pop us a comment in the comment section, send us an email, and we will run through this with you in a bit more detail. Is it the end of the world? No. Do you need to worry? Maybe a little bit. Just means we've all got to grow up a little bit. We can't really be using security by obscurity anymore. I sound trite when I say this because I say it a lot. You've got to make sure that you plug those gaps. And with the sort of rise of Mythos and the other variants as well, we've just got to make sure that we've got good Siemens SOC processes to be able to detect this stuff and shut it down when we see that there's a pattern that doesn't look like it's a human or existing sort of usual functionality.